Hey there, welcome to Luce the Mirror channel. Welcome to your January 22nd daily. Yesterday was Martin Luther King Day, and I totally did a daily without even acknowledging that. So I will acknowledge it today. Happy Martin Luther King Day. Yesterday, we were celebrating a man who dedicated his life to the rights of others. And yes, he was a philanderer. And this is not me either, but as someone who helped further the rights of people who look like me in more ways than one, without his efforts, I wouldn't be here today doing what I'm doing for you and for myself in the way that I'm able to do it so publicly, and that really deserves to be honored. It also kind of lets me think about how, you have Nelson Mandela, you have these great men, Einstein even, I think Freud to some degree, Carl Jung, what's his name, Martin Luther King, how these great men have affected history, and yet in their personal lives, their romantic lives, some of them weren't filial. They weren't loyal to the women that they were with. So it just I'm sorry. It just shows me it's a humble reminder that there are people who people are still people. People are still people, and we all have our crosses to bear and our journeys to journey, and we're all flawed. We're all very flawed and also very gifted. You can be both. I'm reminded of the humility card from the 19th, which says grace is an unearned gift, and it's true. You can have the grace to move mountains and entire generations and change the shape of civil and national order, and still be somebody who suffers from whatever, or goes through whatever, or has certain vices, so yeah, it's interesting. In any case, happy belated Martin Luther King Day. And yeah, let's get into today's guidance. May I please have the guidance for today, January 22nd, please, this Tuesday of our humble January 2019. What is the guidance that you have for us, please, for today, this January 22nd? I hope there's nothing going on with the audio. I really hope. I really don't fucking want to look at this card anymore. It keeps coming out. And I'm so fucking sick of it. I was literally pulling for myself minutes before coming on, and I was like, what is my guidance, blah blah blah, and then Chaos and Conflict came out attached to Time for a Nap, and I was like, no, I'm not fucking listening to you anymore. Like, I get it. Get away from me, please. So may I please have another card? Thanks. To me, what this tells me is things are unraveling. Things are going through change. Things are chaotic. Things are conflicting. Things are in a state of disarray. And you may not know how to act. You may not know how to be. You may not know how to function. You may not know what to do. And if you are in that state of being, then this reading is for you, because you are new. I'm going to read all of these cards. Here and Now talks about not, to me, this tells me don't run away from the chaos and conflict. Don't try to ease your uncomfortability. Don't try to run away from it. Be in it. be in the storm, be sitting on your fragile ass egg in the storm and be in it. I did a live that's no longer present. Very few people were in it. It was super, super intimate last week. And in there, I taught a technique that you use to go into your subconscious and unconscious mind, into your shadow mind. It's a whole, I guess it's not a lecture, but it's a whole video that I recorded for the Luminaries and Phoenixes. So if you'd like to join the Luminaries and Phoenixes to get access to that audio, you can. It's a monthly fee, but you can always sign out. So if you want, you can try it. And I also do lives. So in the lives, I do free readings for the members. And since I'm not doing free readings right now, the members are the only ones that are really getting. I'm not doing any personal readings, rather. The members are the only ones who are getting any readings. In any case, why I say that is because I taught a meditation technique and went pretty deep into it, and it's essentially this: if there is a storm around you, if there is some shit that is unsettled around you, I don't know why you'd be watching this if there wasn't something on your mind that you needed guidance on. I would assume that's when I watch my lives. That's when I watch my guidance, really. I also watch it to check the audio, and then there's typically a message for me, and I'm touched. But if there is a storm brewing in your life, or if you are in the eye of the storm, don't run away from it. Be in the storm. Be in the storm. Be in the storm. And this is a message I was thinking about today. It's not necessarily, that's actually not the message today. I was going to say, it's not to say that everything isn't going to be okay. It's just that right now, you knowing that everything is going to be okay is not going to be helpful for you. You knowing that everything is going to be okay is almost an escape in this energy. It's not the point. Everything is going to be okay, but that's not the point. The point is to be in the chaos. The point is to be in the conflict. The point is for you to be in it, and in a way for you to find the inner peace in the conflict, and not so much seeking outer peace, not so much seeking outer things to calm you down. Now, of course, you're watching this, so this is one of those things that you're seeking, but let's call this a cheat, where I'm low-key telling you to be with yourself, and not yourself in a be alone type way, but be in with you. Be in this moment. Feel everything about this moment. If it's anxiety, feel your anxiety. If it's confusion, feel your confusion. If it's sadness, feel your sadness. If it's heartbreak, feel your heartbreak. If you started a new job and you're feeling overwhelmed over what you have to do, feel that overwhelmed. Make some time to feel the overwhelm. Don't try to run away from it. Feel it for a hot second and then attend to it after that energy has dissipated. Because when you are in chaos, when you are in a state of conflict, when things are neither here nor there, and you have to be here and present, here and there, all you have to do at that point is to be where you're at, because that's where you're at. Like, you can't ignore or surpass or supersede anything. And I hope that's encouraging, actually. I hope that adds peace, because I know it will. Whenever I've tried to run away from my feelings, whenever I've tried to run away from my emotions, it prolongs those emotions. It sucks to sit in fear. It sucks to sit in the emotions that you're feeling, especially when they're uncomfortable. Even if it's happiness over someone who, say, messaged you, and let's say someone messages you, and you've been waiting for their message, but you've also been over them, and then all of a sudden you see something from them and it makes you happy and you're like, fuck, why am I happy about this? Honestly, if that's the case for you, if that's the conflict, if that's the chaos that's going on for you and you're getting that, feel that happiness. Just don't act quite yet. Just feel that happiness. Let that happiness dissipate so you can get into a more neutral position to act. So that's the essence of basically what I'm seeing here. Feel the essence of whatever's around you. Feel the chaos. Feel the conflict. Look at it. Stand your ground in it. Allow that energy your attention, and then allow it to dissipate in the way that it will. For me, emotion that is easier for me to deal with is sadness. That's become something that I've become not necessarily a master at dealing with, but it's something that I have embraced and can deal with better. An emotion that I'm still getting to deal with is anger. Anger for me is the emotion that I can't, it was hard for me to be in anger because anger is so uncomfortable. And anger for me is something that I would turn on myself. It was hard for me to be angry with other people. It was easier for me to be angry with myself. So whenever other people did things to make me angry, I would turn it in and be angry at myself so that I could face them. But sometimes, often, in fact, I learned that was really damaging for myself and that relationship because they did something to hurt me. And some people deserve to see that your anger, and this might sound crazy to some of you, but for me, that's a thing. I couldn't show people that they had hurt me. I couldn't show people that I was angry, or at least be angry in their presence. So how does that relate? Anger for me is something that was difficult. It's become much more easier, and I can thank a particular person for that because in his presence I was able to be really angry and we would be fine. So thank God for small favors. I'm going to read to you New Life because I feel like that's a message that I haven't really hit on as much as I could have here. I actually like New Life in that it reminds me of some of the energies that we've been reading and dealing with throughout the daily story. It's still saying that new life is here, right? It's still saying that we're still going into something new, which, I mean, all of it is, isn't it? Chaos and conflict. If you look at this card, I like this card. It's one of the cards that has pretty great symbolism in it. This giraffe, I'm sorry, this zebra is chipping away at what it's been. It's been mistakenly wearing a zebra skin. I'm sorry, a giraffe skin, and is now hopefully coming back into zebra skin. It's just that these pieces are zebra skin as well, the ones that are falling off. So what's coming off in this chaos and conflict is a skin that, again, I sound like a broken record, is a skin that has served you in the past, in whatever way. You know, our bad habits, alcoholism, or our vices, like whatever the fuck it is, it's served us, right? You're sad, you go to the bottle, that's your friend. You're sad, you go for a smoke, that's your friend. You're sad, you go fuck someone. Like, sorry, that was really, really crude. You're sad, you go have sex with somebody, that's a thing. You're sad, you go do this with this person. You're sad, you go back into an old habit. You're sad, you do this. Or just whatever the case may be, right? Like, you're sad, you go sleep. That's something that would serve you. And now it's still a time for us to look at our stuff and see what this chaos is bringing about, for us to notice what it's bringing and bubbling to the surface so that we can enter into a brand new. Now, if this is a situation that, again, you're finding yourself in over and over and over again, be gentle with yourself. is new life here, right? Be gentle with yourself, because you can only take away so many pieces at once. And sometimes certain storms keep coming through to say, all right, I miss a spot under your neck. I miss a spot under your belly. I miss a spot on your booty. And I'm here to take up, some of that stuff off there. It can't all come off at once, because that would be just entirely too much. What's my point? I forgot what my point was. I hate when I do that. Some of these pieces, they don't look like giraffe. Like, none of these pieces look like giraffe pieces, is what I'm saying. So even though externally it looks like a giraffe, it's almost like this zebra knows that it's wearing a skin that is no longer for it. It's tearing away. Things are falling away that are no longer for us. Even though I do believe they used to serve everything, our vices, our all the good things and bad things in our life, and not all, but the certain things that happen in our life, our uncomfortabilities, they serve us in conscious and or subconscious ways. With those pieces, it shows me that these pieces were pieces that were helpful. And as we break through, they won't be helpful anymore. This egg, it was helpful for her incubation, for her growth. That's cute. I didn't get that. She's sitting on the egg. Oh, I like that. She's sitting on the egg and it's going to bust out into new life. I love that. She's keeping it warm, watching that egg in the storm. Because you see, there's a storm here. You see this debris here? There's a whole storm. So right now we're sitting on potential. And the storm may come to help break us through to the next level of potential, the next level of actually kinetic, rather. It's just we have to be gentle with the new way that we are evolving. If you're watching this right now, I want to tell you that you are evolving and you are moving into the new phase. Like, if you're watching this right now, if there's one thing that you should know, you are evolving and your life is evolving into some new. I hope I remember to watch this one. New Life in Protection says, you must acknowledge your inexperience and gently allow yourself to be like the delicate new bud opening. It's okay to admit you may not know something. You are at the beginning of things and haven't yet hit your stride. Be immersed in the newness of it all, and don't try to rush the learning process. New life has its own timetable for maturity. Be here now. Life loves you. And there's the here and now. I'm going to read Chaos and Conflict so we can get this over with. The protection message says, this is an advantageous moment to restore order and recognize the opportunity for negotiation. Even in the seeming chaos, there is a divine order, a complete resorting of elements. This is powerful. If your intention is to find the best solution for the highest good of all, there is positive news. The timing is perfect. Things are already stirred up, so don't be afraid to jump into the mix. You'll discover everything you need to know about how the situation affects you long term. Be present in the eye of the chaos. This moment is valuable. Don't waste it. All three of these cards, all three of these messages, the one thing that binds is presence in the presence of destruction or upset, conflict, chaos. Here and now is literally the present card. This encourages us to be present in this transition of busting out from the egg to new experiences. And Chaos and Conflict also says being present in the eye of the storm. So I hope today that you can embrace, begrudgingly maybe, the message of presence in the eye of the storm. Okay? I wish you everything. Keep your light on and good luck. Oh, and happy, what is this? Is this Aquarius season? Capricorn? Girl. Is it? Is it? Is it? Is it? Is it? No, it's not. No, it's not. Is it Girl, what is it? Girl, I don't know what season it is. Someone have to tell me in the comments. Bye.